All right, man, you horrifying people. You look terrifying, which is absolutely beautiful. And we made it to Friday, the 20th of October. So I hope you had a great week and I hope you have an awesome weekend, a spooky one. And we got another 31 days of Halloween video for you right now. And now, sister hides the parents' bodies. Now Brian and his cousins are outside the house wearing masks and holding baseball bats. They're saying, "Peter, are you alone in there?" The front door slowly opens by itself. They look in and say, "What the fuck?" "Well, let's get this done." As they walk in and Brian limps on with his crutches. As they look for Peter, he is hiding underneath the bed. "Where the fuck are you, kid?" They go all around the house, destroying it. One of them smashing the piano and breaking all the keys with his baseball bat. And then Brian walks in with his crutches and he slips on some blood from where Mother passed away. And he falls right back on the hardwood floor and his head slams. Peter now is caught upstairs, hiding underneath his bed. As he runs away to hide in another bedroom, the guy downstairs smashing the piano leaves, but before he leaves, he hears the piano keys click. He turns around and he sees sister's hairs going over the back of the piano and falling on the ground. He walks over to it with his baseball bat, but she grabs him from underneath and grabs his legs and pulls him underneath the piano, and blood squirts everywhere. And now Peter is hiding underneath another bed as sister is picking off the remaining cousins, and you hear her running all around the wall. She is running around the whole house super fast. Young Brian now is laying on the ground, and the bottom of the stairs door opens and he sees Mother laying there dead. And then a spider falls and lands on his head and then crawls down his body. He can't move. He hears sister running all around the house. Brian is looking around and he starts to hear laughter, and then hair starts to covering all over the top of him, covering him in blackness, and spiders coming out of it. And wicked laughter starts to happen as sister takes Brian down and kills him. She is able to crawl all over the walls and the ceilings, with the last cousin getting decapitated in front of Peter. She is crawling on the side wall towards him and says, "When you were born, they were happy. When I was born, they screamed. So Daddy made me a pit. Then Daddy made me a cage. While you were whining in their warm bed, I was suffering among the cobwebs, the rats. I was suffering, learning how to climb, how to bite, learning how to make you do what I want. Trick or treat, Peter." And then she leaves him underneath the bed with a pumpkin and a decapitated head inside of it. Peter now runs to his parents' room, to where the grandfather clock was. He jumps inside that 2-foot door and he locks it. Mrs. Devine now shows up to the house. She walks into the house saying, "Hello, Peter." She walks into the kitchen. She sees blood everywhere. She's like, "Oh my fucking God." She picks up her phone and then she hears creaks and banging coming from the walls. She looks down and she sees sister's hair leaving the room. Mrs. Divine walks towards that doorway, but all of a sudden she is scratched from behind from Sister. She falls on the ground, and now she looks up and Sister is crawling towards her. She now is running towards the front door between two dead bodies. She turns around and Sister is crawling on all fours like a black widow. Miss Divine now makes it to the front door, but it is locked. She turns around, but Sister now is gone. She yells, "Peter!" And now Peter yells, "Miss Divine, please run!" She doesn't listen to him. Instead, she heads upstairs towards this boy. As she makes it to his bedroom, she's yelling, "Run! Run!" She makes it to the hole in the wall, and Peter sticks out his hand. He says, "I locked myself in the walls to hide myself from Sister." Miss Divine says no, and she breaks the wall and pulls Peter out of it. And they both run downstairs, where Peter pulls out his keys to unlock the front door. Miss Divine runs out the door, but Peter gets grabbed by Sister and gets pulled back into the house. And now Peter is in the basement. But now he's in that cave with the 20-foot drop, with the lock cage on top of it. As he's laying there, he sees the teddy bear that he saw before. He grabs it and looks up and thinks there's no way to get out of here. And now Sister shows up and unlocks the door. She crawls down with her hair reaches the bottom of the cage that is 20 feet in the air. She crawls down using her arms and legs. She gets face to face with Peter. And she says, "Not every child can be perfect as you, Peter. It's gone this way, and no one loves a monster." And now Miss Divine walks into the basement, where Mother leaves Peter and attacks her from behind. Just as fast as a Black Widow can, a spider can run across the floor. As Sister goes in for the kill, her hair so long, hanging down the cage, Peter grabs it and starts pulling her down, and then he starts climbing up the chamber, using her hair as a rope. As he makes his way to the top, Miss Divine and Peter overpower Sister and throw her into the cage. As she falls down and hits the ground 20 feet below, she jumps right back up and starts climbing up as fast as you can. The chain is coming down from the shuttered door. Right before she gets to the top, they are able to lock her in. Sister says, "Peter, wait, you can't leave me. You're just like me. It's in your blood. You killed Mom and Dad. Now you're just like me." "I'm not like you." "Do you really think this is gonna actually keep me down here? Every night you can be lying there. You're going to be wondering if you locked the door, if you saw a shadow, a creak in every room, every tap on the wall. You'll think of me. We are family, Peter."